Did you know that in a car accident involving water or fire, you often have less than 60 seconds to escape before the situation becomes life-threatening? That's a terrifyingly small window of time to act, especially if your power locks fail or your seatbelts jam. All the links are in the description below if you want to grab one of these for your own vehicle. Today, we are counting down the top 6 car escape tools that could quite literally save your life. We're looking at everything from heavy-duty metal hammers to compact keychains that pack a serious punch. I've spent time comparing these head-to-head so you can decide which one deserves a permanent spot in your center console. Which of these features do you think is most important? Portability or raw braking power? Let me know your thoughts in the comments as we dive in. 6. Yiader 3-in-1 Emergency Escape Tool. If you're looking for a tool that balances style with high-stakes utility, the Yiader 3-in-1 is a fascinating contender that stands out immediately because of its striking, electroplating pink finish. But don't let the pretty exterior fool you. This tool is engineered for high-stress reliability. It features a high-grade tungsten steel tip encased in a durable ABS body, combining a spring-loaded window punch, a razor-sharp seatbelt cutter, and even a traditional manual hammerhead. What I love about this design is that it addresses one of the biggest issues in a crash: visibility. When things go sideways and your car is filled with smoke or shadows, that bright pink color acts as a high visibility marker so you aren't fumbling in the dark. In terms of performance, the spring-loaded mechanism is the star here. Unlike traditional hammers that require a big swing, which is almost impossible if you're trapped in a flipped car or a tight space, this tool shatters tempered side windows with a simple, firm press. When you compare it to something like the industry-standard Resqme tool, Yiader feels a bit more substantial in the hand, providing a better grip for those who might have shaky hands during an emergency. It even comes with an adjustable retention strap, so you can mount it on your sun visor or door pocket. The only real downside is that its 5.9-inch frame is a bit bulkier than a keychain tool, so it's more of a stowaway item than an everyday carry piece. Also, like almost every tool on this list, it won't work on laminated windshields, so you have to aim for the side windows. For parents or new drivers who want a tool that's easy to find and easy to use, this multi-pack offers great value. What do you guys think? Is the larger size a deal breaker for you, or do you prefer having a manual hammerhead as a backup? 5. COFSODI Emergency Car Escape Tool. Moving on to number 5, we have the COFSODI Emergency Car Escape Tool, which is a powerhouse designed for those who want professional-grade force in a compact package. This tool is built with a gun spring mechanism and a tungsten steel tip that boasts a Rockwell hardness of 55. To put that in perspective, it generates about 6 kilograms of explosive force, enough to shatter tempered glass in under a second. The build quality here feels incredibly robust. It uses military-grade carbon steel and high-strength ABS plastic, giving it a heavy, reliable feel that instantly instills confidence. One of the best things about the COFSODI is how it performs underwater. Because it doesn't rely on swinging momentum, it works perfectly when a car is submerged and water resistance would normally slow down a traditional hammer. It's also very user-friendly, featuring a 5.3-inch ergonomic frame and a finger-safe seatbelt cutter that allows for a swift, one-handed slice. When you compare it to the smaller keychain models, the COFSODI definitely wins on grip and heft, and it often includes extras like test glass so you can actually practice the mechanism before you're in a real emergency. It even has a reflective strip to help you find it in the dark. The main con here is that it's a bit too big for a pocket, so you'll need to use the included mounting base to keep it secure. It's a fantastic choice for people living in flood-prone areas where water escapes are a real concern. Does the idea of practicing with a test glass make you feel more prepared? Or do you think you'd be ready to go regardless? I'd love to hear your take on that. 4. SodaRide 2-in-1 Car Escape Tool. At number 4, we have the SodaRide 2-in-1, and this is where technology starts to get really interesting. Most escape tools are purely mechanical, but SodaRide decided to add a USB-C rechargeable LED flashlight into the mix. This is a game changer because many accidents happen at night or in low visibility conditions. The flashlight has a 100-lumen beam and a strobe mode, which is perfect for signaling for help or just seeing what you're doing if you're trapped. The tool itself is built like a tank, featuring a tungsten steel drill bit that is 50% stronger than standard carbon steel and a shell that can withstand temperatures up to 1,000 degrees Celsius. In terms of size, it sits right in the middle. It's small enough to fit on a keychain, but large enough to provide a solid grip. Compared to the Resqme, you're getting that added illumination and a slightly more ergonomic handle, though you do have to remember to keep it charged if you want the light to work. It's sold in a 2-pack, making it a very cost-effective way to equip 2 different cars. The high-visibility green finish is another great touch, ensuring you can spot it quickly. The only trade-off is that the battery and light make it slightly bulkier than a minimalist breaker. But for many, the trade-off for a built-in light is well worth it. I personally think having a light integrated into your escape tool is a brilliant move. What about you? Would you remember to charge your escape tool? Or do you prefer something that never needs a battery? Let me know in the comments. 3. BeamLab 2025 Upgraded Life Hammer. Number 3 brings us the BeamLab 2025 Upgraded Life Hammer. And this is the ultimate choice for families or anyone who carries a lot of passengers. This isn't just one tool, it's a 4-piece kit designed to ensure that everyone in the vehicle, from the driver to the kids in the back, has an exit strategy. The BeamLab tool uses a high-pressure, spring-loaded tungsten steel punch that generates a massive 20,000 kilograms force of impact force. It's built with an aluminum alloy head and a high-strength ABS body, which is a significant step up in durability compared to older, all-plastic models. The performance is top-tier, especially underwater, where the spring mechanism ensures the glass shatters instantly without needing any room to swing. One of my favorite features is the U-shaped safety housing for the seatbelt cutter. It's designed to be completely finger-safe, which is a huge relief if you're worried about a panicked passenger or a child grabbing the tool. When you compare this to the premium LifeHammer Evolution, the BeamLab set offers much better value because you get 4 units for a fraction of the price. It even comes with mounting brackets to keep the tools from flying around during a rollover. The downside is that these are a bit heavier and require you to actually install the brackets in your car to keep them accessible. But for the peace of mind of knowing every passenger has their own get-out-of-jail-free card, it's hard to beat. Do you think every seat in a car should have its own escape tool, or is one for the driver enough? Drop a comment below. 2. HHXS Window Breaker and Seatbelt Cutter. Taking the silver medal at number 2 is the HHXS 2-pack window breaker. This tool is a beast when it comes to build quality. While many competitors use plastic, the HHXS features a body constructed from durable aluminum alloy. This means it can survive high-impact drops and extreme heat without breaking a sweat. It uses the same high-pressure tungsten steel tip we've seen in other top-tier tools, delivering 20 kilograms force to pop a side window in less than a second. What sets this apart is the anti-slip grip and the professional feel of the metal housing. It feels like a piece of tactical gear rather than a plastic toy. It's designed to be mounted on your dashboard or center console using an adhesive base, ensuring it stays exactly where you put it, even if the car flips. Compared to the Resqme, the HHXS is much more robust and offers a better handle for people with larger hands, though it is a bit heavy for a standard keychain. It's a generic brand, but the performance is professional grade, and the 2-pack provides incredible value since it also includes test glass for practice. The only minor gripe is that the protective caps are a bit snug, so you'll want to make sure you can pop them off easily before you actually need them. This is the perfect tool for long-distance commuters who want something that feels industrial strength. Does the metal build make you feel safer than plastic, or are you more concerned with how light the tool is? 1. Resqme Original Emergency Keychain Tool. And finally, at number 1, we have the legend itself, the Resqme Original Emergency Keychain Tool. There's a reason this is the gold standard for first responders and over 15 million motorists worldwide. Proudly made in the USA, this tool is the definition of small but mighty. It's less than 3 inches long and weighs less than an ounce, but it packs a spring-loaded steel spike that requires only 12 pounds of pressure to activate. This is the most likely tool to actually be in your hand during an accident because it's designed to live right on your ignition keys. While larger tools like the HHXS or BeamLab offer more grip, the Resqme wins on portability and ready-to-go accessibility. It's been credited with saving a life every 15 days, which is a staggering statistic. It doesn't have the fancy flashlights or metal bodies of the newer competitors, but it has TÜV certification and a 20-year track record of reliability that is unmatched. It's incredibly easy to use, even for children or the elderly, making it the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it safety device. If you want the tool that the pros trust and the one that is guaranteed to be within arm's reach when the unthinkable happens, this is it. It's simple, effective, and it works every single time. All the links are in the description below if you're ready to upgrade your car's safety kit. These tools are small investments that pay off in the most critical moments, so don't wait until you're in a what-if scenario to get one. If you found this comparison helpful, make sure to smash the like button, leave a comment with which tool you're picking, and subscribe for more essential gear reviews. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.